Welcome guys to another episode of the Eldridge family vlog. The Welsh Government have put us into another 3 weeks of tier 4. So from content point of view, still stuck at home. Did a video the other day of going up to the Butcher's Field. So as you could see from that video, there's not a lot extra that we can do that's different apart from play football. So just to get back on to the old YouTube, I thought I enjoyed doing the VTech review the other day. So I thought the one thing that everyone's sort of doing in tier 4 and in lockdown, even if you're in normal lockdown, tier 3, tier 2, is we're still buying things off Amazon. Now, I'm a bit of a coffee snob. I'll still drink instant. I have a Millicano and Alzira, because sometimes it's just easier to pop the kettle on, pop the instant in, and go and do what you got to do. But ideally, I like to have either my filter coffee from a Chemex, which I could do a review on in the future. I'm still learning with the Chemex because it can be a bit tricky if you get it wrong. But I also like after tea. Sometimes if you have quite a heavy tea, you can't have a coffee, it's just too much for you. So I quite like having an espresso. So I used to have an espresso through a machine, but now, for Christmas, Santa brought me a Moka espresso maker, which is Stovetop. This is the Bialetti Moka Express Aluminium Stovetop coffee maker. I think it's about $19.99 at the moment on Amazon. Just need your measuring. It's literally 2 tablespoons. So even if you've got a tablespoon, you can use it. Espresso mugs. There's a whole range on Amazon. You can get all different shapes. I like these because they're very classic and original. And then you got to have your espresso. This is Lavezza from Tesco's. But as long as it's an espresso, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. You see from the stovetop into 3 bits. This is the main bit. As you can see, that's the funnel there where the water and the coffee and the steam push the water up into the coffee, and it comes out the top bit by there. Then you got your bottom part. That's for the coffee and that's for the water. And then it's heated up on the stove, obviously from the bottom. So I'll do all that in a minute. But literally, if you're wondering what is he doing today, the madhead, yeah, I'm going to show you what it's like to make an espresso in a Moka Pot. I'll have the links for these things down below in the comments. Give me some comments. Obviously, subscribe first, because I know everyone wants to subscribe to this channel, because it will get better. I promise you that. And yeah, let's make some espresso. So guys, step 1, boil the kettle. Quite easy. I usually do my coffee on a 90 degree, but we're going to do this one on 100. When the kettle's done boiling, you'll see in there's a little safety valve. You pour your water just underneath. You see that little ridge just by there? Just underneath the safety valve. Okay, so let's try to get a good shot of this. So there you go, that's on. Most important thing is to remember when doing this is to have a tea towel handy, because that base is now about 100 degrees and no one warns you about that. Next step, pop the coffee in. Don't tamper it down like you would on a puck machine. If you obviously want your espresso stronger, fill it right to the top, but that'll do for me. And just flatten it out a little bit. Then, obviously pop the coffee into the top as you do. Grab your towel. Pop that quickly on there. And then secure it straight onto the top there. It can be very hot, they'll be warm. Pop your cooker onto a medium heat. And then put the mocha on the top of the pot and open up the lid. And then we will keep an eye on this baby to warm up. And get some espresso in it. And there we go, guys. Look at that. Beautiful espresso coming through. Beautiful colour on that. There you go. Bit of creamer coming through there as well, which is all good. Oh, then turn it down slightly. Little bit of an error there. Take it off the boil. A little tip when you've taken it off the boil is to just cool the base down. And there we have some beautiful looking espresso. Let's pour. Here we go. Don't get this wrong. Oh yeah, baby. Look at the color on that. Beautiful. Now I know the worst thing about sort of food videos and sort of coffee or any drink videos is that you, the viewer, can't taste it, can't smell it. You've got to take our word for it. What I will say is it does take a number of attempts to get it perfect, and that spouting out early has never happened before. So different things happen all the time with these things, but when you get it right, coffee can taste like some of the best stuff you've ever tried. Absolutely ever tried. So creamy, so smooth, no bitterness at all, and that's why doing coffee this way is the best, when there's no mechanical stuff involved, you know, no electrics or anything like that. That is absolutely lovely. And it's the same with the Chemex. The coffee is absolutely sensational if you get it right. So there you go, guys. In the comments are the details of the Moka Pot, the coffee and the cups you can get off Amazon. I hope you've enjoyed it. A little bit different. Content will get better. I keep saying this all the time. There's nowhere for us to go that's interesting at the moment. I try to find things in the house to do. I'll introduce you to Mrs. E and Mini E soon. If Mini E can, you know, actually film without saying something really random. If you put any comments of stuff you'd like us to do while we're at home, I know there's a lot of like reaction videos, stuff like that can be done. All sorts of stuff at all. TikTok, as long as it's not dancing. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my review of this this coffee, and yeah, hopefully see you soon, guys. Try now.